Once those two bills pass, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook are going to say, hey, we're crypto people now.
And it allows families and individuals to invest their retirement funds into crypto.
And then you realize that there's not a single thing that those banks do that can't be done better, cheaper, more efficiently, faster.
Right now, all you need to have is a wallet on your smartphone in order to be able to hold a blockchain-based dollar or a stablecoin.
You know, my personal view is this industry goes from a $2.5 trillion industry today and probably hits about 100 trillion by about 2032 or so. That's just that.
Once these two bills pass, that opens the floodgates.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
What's up, good glitches? If you got a baggie, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on that likey button. We got XRP currently right around $2.14. And while you're selling, someone else is buying. Well, just bought 9,109.8 XRP. We got the Angry Crypto Show. Justin Cardano, ADA founder Charles Hawkinson says once the stablecoin and market structure bills pass, that opens the floodgates for Apple, Facebook, Google, Microsoft. Will put crypto wallets in their platforms. When you add their users, it's up to 3 billion people, banks, institutions, enterprises on our way to pump our bags up.
There's two bills that are currently being discussed in the House and Senate. The one that's most likely to pass in the next 60 to 90 days is the stablecoin bill. And then the second one's the market structure bill. Once those two bills pass, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook are going to say, hey, we're crypto people now. And so they're going to put wallets in their platforms because they can capture an enormous amount of the market. When you add their user bases of 3 billion people, and when they have those 3 billion users, it's like they have cryptocurrency wallets right in Windows, right in Facebook, right in your cell phone apps, right in iOS. And because they now can legally hold stablecoins and use stablecoins, they're going to do it because they don't like paying the processing fees on credit cards. So they'll issue their own stablecoins or partner with people to do that, and they have feeless transactions inside the system. And then suddenly these tech companies become financial service providers, and they have so much money and so much power that they'll push through. Once that's there and you have a good regulatory regime, it's very easy then to click a button to create yield products on top of that. So that's what's going to bring the value flow in, because the users already are wired into that system. Their money's already there. Their credit cards are already there. Their purchase power is already there. And there's just too much temptation not to do that. And the competitive equilibria are such that they have to do that. Once these two bills pass, that opens the floodgates, and that's 3 billion people that enter in.
Floodgates are about to burst open. Regulation jar molasses is about to bust open. Watch your guru Justin Tommy to introduce a bill allowing Americans to invest their retirement funds into crypto.
The Biden administration just hammered the American people with regulations. And tomorrow I'm dropping a bill called the Financial Freedoms Act. And it allows families and individuals to invest their retirement funds into crypto. Now, President Trump has become the crypto president. And we want to help him with this. This will be something good for everybody. Diversify. This is a free country. Do what you want with your money. But the Biden administration, they didn't want anything to do with crypto.
Stro protocol major milestone for DeFi on the XRP ledger. The XRP ledger EVM sidechain testnet is live. Big thanks to the teams at RippleX, Dev, Pierces, Axelar, Common Prefix for making this happen. At Stro protocol, we're excited to power the next wave of yield opportunities for XRP holders. XRPL EVM sidechain is now live on testnet. So it begins. We got GDLT, XRP, DCENT News. Eric Trump says there's not a single thing that those banks do that can be done cheaper, more efficiently, faster on blockchain, distributed ledger, technology like XRP.
Lawfare. And that's what opened my eyes. I mean, I'm a hard asset guy. My entire life has been building real, hotels, golf courses, real estate buildings, right? Commercial buildings, etc. That's what I've done. If there's anybody's eyes who shouldn't have been open to the world of cryptocurrency, it was mine, other than I realized the power that these banks had, and I realized how they were exerting that power, and they were canceling businesses all over our country. It was political. It was forced. They were targeting people that they didn't like. It wasn't fair. And then you realize that there's not a single thing that those banks do that can't be done better, cheaper, more efficiently, faster on blockchain. I mean, why is it that the modern financial system runs 9 to 5 Monday through Friday? Why is it, Maria, that if you want to go get a loan and you've been banking with a certain bank for 30 years, it would probably take you 100 days to go do it, and you'd be filling out antiquated paper forms? It doesn't make sense, right? And again, that's why I fell in love with crypto, and I truly believe that Bitcoin is one of the greatest stores of value. Immediately liquid, an unbelievable hedge against real estate, and something we're really excited about.
Faster, cheaper, more efficient, 24/7, 365. XRP money never sleeps. Danelle Dixon, when billions of out-of-bank accounts can access digital dollars via a smartphone, that's real financial access. Strong testimony from Paxos CEO Charles on why this matters. Globally, over 1 billion people have smartphones but lack access to banks.
Right now, all you need to have is a wallet on your smartphone in order to be able to hold a blockchain-based dollar or a stablecoin. And that means that people all over the world who don't have access to the traditional financial system, who don't have access to a bank account, which by the way is billions of people, can now have access to the US dollar. And they want the dollar because most of those people who are unbanked or underbanked are potentially in countries that have depreciating currencies, as Patrick was pointing out.
We got Congressman Troy Downing this week. Financial Committee will be marking up Representative Brian Steele's Stable Act to harness the promise of payment stablecoins. Proud to co-sponsor this landmark legislation and advocate for the passage at the Digital Chamber Blockchain Summit. The floodgates are opening.
It comes down to, as my good colleague from New York had mentioned, is understanding, how those backings are. Having been a regulator in the past, you cared about solvency, you cared about risk-based capital, you cared about reserves, and making sure that that's believable, and everybody absolutely trusts that, because I think that's foundational to this. And again, some of the stuff that we're seeing in the in the Genius Act and on the Senate side of this. And again, the good senator from New York had mentioned this as well, is having that threshold of what can happen on the state side. I think that's really compelling, because we do that in securities already. What's a intrastate offering, that is outside of the Securities Act of 1933. So finding that that efficiency where you can do something and have the states decide what works in there. In our bill, I'm pretty happy with it. We've taken a lot of feedback from stakeholders, and some of the things that have already been mentioned here, like not permitting interest to be earned on it. I think that's paramount to the a surviving banking industry, and I think you put it eloquently. Who's going to be doing the loans? I think that's an important part of it, and I'm really excited about the energy behind this.
Keystone hardware wallets. Attention Windows users. Hackers can hack your system just by getting you to click one bad link in Chrome, all because of an unknown vulnerability. Thankfully, Google responded swiftly and released a fix for it. Update your Chrome now and avoid clicking on unknown links. Keystone hardware wallet. Link in the description. Riz XRP retail revolution. Don't F this up.
You've got an ability to create enormous wealth on a distributed basis to all sorts of people who are not included. My personal view is this industry goes from a $2.5 trillion industry today and probably hits about 100 trillion by about 2032 or so. That's just extrapolating the normal adoption curve, not doing anything crazy. That growth from 2.5 trillion to 100 trillion would be the fastest, largest accumulation of wealth in all human history. But for once, it's in the hands of the many. This was a retail revolution. The retail front-ran the institutions. So people have this once-in-a-lifetime chance to be able to invest in this infrastructure layer of the internet and have an ownership of it. And that is incredibly egalitarian and democratic in ways that the financial system has not been.
Yes. As you so elegantly put it, right? This is the only asset class where the retail has front-run the institution. All the asset class is the institution that adopt it and then try to sell it to the retail, right? So this is a fascinating industry to watch. And I've seen crypto, I've traveled the world quite extensively. I've seen crypto changes the life of so many people and so many people to come. And that is part of the excitement for me as well.
XRP holders front run the banks and institutions, so they're trying to shake you out by any means necessary, because we found the prize hidden in plain sight. XRP. And if we were to get 100 trillion market cap, let's say we got 10 trillion of that into XRP, you're looking at a $185 XRP. Speaking of market cap, the multiplier effect is no joke. It only took 41 million to increase the market cap of XRP by 20 billion. It took 54 million to increase the market cap by 15.5 billion. Keep this in mind. We got Jacob King. Bitcoin is nothing more than a hollow Ponzi scheme. The network sees almost no transaction activity, with countless blocks being mined empty. No real commerce, no real utility, no real demand. Just endless hype and speculation. When the gamblers move on, it collapses into nothing. We got this DCENT wallets breaking. Our wallet just got physical. Wood for beginners, silver for hodlers, gold for whales. Dropping tomorrow. We got the crystal clad crypto security DCENT Crystal Edition. April Fools. This is an April Fool's Day virtual product. Well, the Crystal wallet cannot actually be purchased. This page is to receive a special code for 30% off our real DCENT wallet products. Experience genuine innovation in securing your digital assets. Check out the links in the description for a special April Fool's discount. April fooled you, but the 30% discount is 100% real. Click the buy now button to purchase it at $97.30. Biometric April Fool's Day, not a crystal. $41.70 off the single pack. DCENT wallets, not your keys, not your crypto. The best wallet for XRP, XLM, XDC, Flare, Algo. We got one from Sal. For the record, XRP just closed its 4th consecutive monthly candle above its previous highest ever monthly close, $199 in 2017. Mustache altcoins, most aren't ready for it, but the total market cap is copying Bitcoin structure from 2024. BTC had its run, altcoins are next. I've been following this structure for a few weeks and now it's going according to the plan. So it begins 2024 BTC, 2025 total market cap. With that being said, Batman Bag Ladies uphold. April 2nd has been dubbed Liberation Day by the Trump administration. Investors are bracing for global tariffs. Analysts say it's a recipe for volatility and risk may be underestimated. While tariffs drag the markets down or boost Bitcoin and other cryptos case as a hedge against the system. And the longer they take, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP rich list. Shout out to all the pink dots who continue loading up on the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes. Proper Party, Moon Party, Austin, Texas, 4/26/2025, about 25 days away. xrpbags.link/Moon Party. Where will those bags be when that regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? We'll catch you up here on the mothership. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank, be your own boss. And don't forget to drop an elbow from the top ropes on the likey button. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later, glitches.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. This a moon party. Welcome to the party, we don't play round here. Moon suit on or you get sprayed round here.